As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. First down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Chicago.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw again. Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
That's complete to Mooney. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 and the 36. They wound up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
But it brings up
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this to start it.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And it is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. That's to his running back, complete. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 48-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Bears 7, Vikings nothing.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running back out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Runs up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Dorsett. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Bears' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal back to the 8-yard line now. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we start.
Oh, a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, ready for third down. Let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
And out. Fourth down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks
from across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Thank you. That one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he's got it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 14.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Downfield on 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st down, Bears.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the Vikings 25-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Ramsey. Already out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Down at the 46-yard line.
To throw to Jefferson on a slam. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. And we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
With a carry on 2nd down.
Oh, come on.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Gun. They'll look to throw. For 3rd down, and he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Man.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. It finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ramsey. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Over out of bounds right at the 25. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On first down, and drop to throw. That one incomplete there. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete on a deep ball. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Darius Leonard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
And is on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. The full right sideline here is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Bears.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As the Bears push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted,
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. It didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago.
And the Bears first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. The throw complete to Dorsett, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. They're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And it's good. So that will get them back within 1 score. score.
Bears 28, Vikings 20. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Ooh, the juke. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A loss of a yard.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And